Welcome back to another episode of the Valentine Show, guys. I'm expecting you guys, that's right, expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. On today's episode, we're gonna do a little, trying something out here. We're gonna do a little bit of a longer type of video. We're gonna be talking about AOC saying that southern states are suppressed. That's right, suppressed, she says. It's official. Donald Trump has been impeached for a second time. We're gonna get into that and what I think is happening, and maybe a combination of both Democrats and the Republican elite, or the Republican political, or the political in general, both Democrat and Republican political class, what I think might be happening to Donald J. Trump. And like I said, that's right, like I said, the market will take care of any company that's stifling freedom of expression. These companies, I've said, and I've gotten backlash for it. These companies are private companies. They could do whatever they want as long as they're not breaking any type of civil rights laws, and the market will take care. We have huge losses by both Twitter and Facebook in the values of their company, billions of dollars. But before we get into it, if this is your first time on the Valentine Show, hit that like button right away, hit that sub button right away. Helps me grow and gives me the sign, hey, Valentine, you're doing something good. And as a matter of fact, guys, if I'm doing something bad or you want to see something different, let me know in the comments down below. But let's get right into it right away. This is Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, who has a massive, everybody knows, a massive following on social media, but was not happy. Even though she won re-election again, she was not happy and was thinking, talking about maybe retiring and et cetera, because none of the other Democrats, the older Democrats, are paying attention to the stuff that she's saying. She's part of a more of a different branch, right, within the Democratic Party, a more socialist branch, and it seems like the other Democrats were not, they don't want to hear none of the things that the freshman congresswoman had to say, and she was thinking about retiring. But here we go again. She's talking about something here in that the southern states need liberation. I don't know. See if you can make sense of it. Let me know.
That southern states are not red states. They are suppressed states.
They're suppressed states. Yes, they are. Southern states are suppressed states. Why?
Which means the only way that our country is going to heal is through the actual liberation of southern states, the actual liberation of the poor, the actual liberation of working people from economic, social, and racial oppression. That's the only way.
Like, first of all, these people, constant division, constant division, race, constant division of race. This is what these people talk about. As a matter of fact, if you're white, you might be regretting already that you voted for Joe Biden. Why? Because he already said that when the rebuilding starts, white people are going to be last on the totem pole. He's going to concentrate on POC people, BIPOC, black. What is it? BIPOC is black, indigenous. I forgot the acronym, what it was, but it's people of color, right? Oh, black, indigenous, people of color. There you go. And they're going to be taking care of those business first, and white people last, and females. Supposedly females, BIPOC people, they're going to be taken care of first, and then white people, I'm guessing, last. He didn't even mention white people, but those people come last. I'm like, that's straight up racism. If somebody else that's not from the Democratic Party will have to say that, they will be shouted off stage, because that will be blatant racism. But let's get back to AOC. AOC here, I don't even know what she means by liberating the southern states. What is she even talking about when she says something like that? From being Republican? No, for the most part, and everybody knows this, southern states are conservative states. I think something happened in Georgia that it's a little bit weird. It seems like Georgia, which it was, obviously Georgia is a battleground state, but the Georgians picked a Republican governor not too long ago, and now they switched it up, and now they picked a Democratic president and Joe Biden and Democratic senators. So it's like, again, swing states. Let's see what happens. But anyway, the South in general is very conservative. What is this woman talking about? Liberation, that we're not gonna the country's not gonna heal until we have the liberation of the southern states. Well, I don't even I don't even know if she knows what she's talking about. But let's continue here. I mentioned it before, how the market is, in my opinion, the one that's gonna have to take care of these companies. And obviously, along with people fighting and voicing their opinions against these platforms that are stifling freedom of speech, which I'm totally, obviously, I'm against companies stifling freedom of speech. I don't like it. I don't support it. But again, companies have the right to do what they want to do, as long as they're not impeding on nobody's civil liberties. They can set the rules they want. The same reason I set the rules here on my channel and the live stream. When you guys call in, as a matter of fact, if this is your first time here, hit that like button, sub. Fridays, I have a live call-in show where you guys are able to call 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 to 9. You guys can voice your opinions. Again, no cursing. Am I suppressing people? Yes. Am I censoring people? Yes. Do I have the right to do that? Yes. Why? Because I am a private institution. I am private. The Valentine Show is a private institution. Wow, that sounds powerful right there. A private institution, right? So I'm able to do that. Same as Twitter. Right. What we have to do is make them pay for doing that. And look, they're doing that already. Twitter loses $5 billion in market value after Trump is permanently banned from the platform. $5 billion in what they call market cap, which is the value of the company in the stock market. $5 billion in days, but it doesn't stay there. Facebook loses $34 billion erased from market cap as Trump ban fallout continues to spook tech investors. They are these companies are, and again, it's in investors and people in general, they're getting the wrong type of attention, I think. And I failed to look it up. I think Jack, quote unquote, said that they failed in banning Donald Trump, quote unquote, but he came out and he said that they failed when they stifled. You guys remember the New York Post story regarding the Biden laptop, when they just straight up banned it? Right. And I think they banned the New York Post account, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we failed at doing that. Yeah, it was our fault. And now they come and they say this. We have to make them pay. How? By, for the people that can, obviously. I know some people have staked out businesses in these platforms, but there's others that have not, right? For the people that can, if you want to migrate towards another platform, where your money's going to be valued again, you using these platforms, you're giving these people money, whether you're spending money or not. It costs. It's you giving them money because now they're able to sell that information and say, listen, we have X amount of people that use our platform. You have to pay us this money if you want to advertise here. Whether you spend $1 or you don't. That's just how these companies make money. And you just have to be more conscious of that. If a parallel economy, meaning if an economy where there's going to be companies that are geared towards conservative values, and then there's companies that are going to be towards liberal values, is going to emerge, I'm totally fine. I have no problem with that. Let's get to this. Donald J. Trump is being impeached for a second time. First president in history who has gotten impeached. What does this even mean? Does it even matter? The guy's leaving office in about 8 days. Does it even matter? It might matter. Maybe yes, maybe no. It all depends what happens somewhere else. Let me just give you a little run through. Impeachment. What is impeachment? Impeachment is where it is akin to indictment, meaning the charges are formulated. And where does this happen? In the Congress, right? In Congress this happened, and in the House of Representatives, the charges are formulated there. He gets indicted there or impeached. It passes over now to the Senate, where they will look at the charges and see whether it's impeachable or condemn or not condemn in the Senate. Let's read a little bit here. as to what happened. The majority of House representatives have voted to impeach President Trump, making him the first president in history to be impeached twice. Trump was charged. This is the charge with incitement of insurrection after riotous mob storms and breached the Capitol building on January 6th. Which this might be questionable because there's video out there of the cops letting them in. I think there's also video of cops even throwing pictures with the people that were going in. So I don't know how that is going to play out in court. The House voted 232 to 197 to impeach Donald Trump, with 10 Republicans joining in Democrat ranks in the ouster. What this is, and it's funny how these people, you see how fast these people move? And you remember the stimulus, how much time these people took it? So when they want, they work. When they want, when it's up to when they want to do it, they work. You know what these people are doing? They're sending a message. They're using impeachment to send a message to a future possible run, because they're scared, in my opinion, of a possible run for 2025, right? Of Donald J. Trump, which I think by this time, I think his reputation is more than done with, to be honest. I think the media is not going to forget about this. I don't think he's going to be a valuable candidate in 2024, in my humble opinion, because of the damage being done here. But what are they doing? So they impeach him. He's official. He's impeached. Now it goes to the Senate. He's going to be out of office. But look what Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says. And this is why I said it might be a confabulation, a plan between the political elite in Washington, D.C. to get this intruder, this person that was not part of this political class, Donald J. Trump, to get him out and send a message. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said that he will not call for an emergency session meeting, meaning the Senate will next meet on January 19th, just one day before Biden's inauguration. The Senate decides if an impeached president is removed from office. Trump was first impeached and blah, 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 blah. He says, McConnell does say that he will hear the charge. McConnell rejects the emergency session. Let me see. But look what he says. Says president perpetrated impeachable offenses. And he goes on to say supposedly that he doesn't know if he's going to vote to condemn. But if you're saying that he committed impeachable offenses, you're not sure if you're going to vote to condemn or not condemn. What I'm thinking is happening here. I'm thinking Mitch McConnell, Republican, and many Republicans also, along with Democrats. This is just my thoughts on it. It seems like this class together, they're combining together now, working together, something that they cannot do for the American people, but when it fits their interest, they're able to do that. Working together to, if they impeach Donald Trump or they convict Donald Trump in the Senate, he will not be able to run for president in 4 years. So I think this is what they're going to do. They're going to hear the arguments after the inauguration of Joe Biden. So after Donald Trump is out of office, these people are still going to be worrying about Donald Trump. Yes, that's right. And again, I think they're going to do it that way. They don't have to deal with him in 4 more years, because knowing Trump, it doesn't matter if he's old. He's probably going to want to try to run. This is what I think is going to happen. This is why I think there's a lot of division in Republicans, whether some are adamant that he shouldn't impeach. They shouldn't not impeach. Some are saying that they should impeach. Let's see what happens. The Republican Party has a lot of work to be done. The Republican Party is very fragmented right now. Let's see what happens in the upcoming months and 2 years, midterm elections. So let's see what happens. One huge fallout of this, right, is the Trump family. They are going to be hit hard, and they are being hit hard now. We have, look what Eric Trump says. Eric Trump criticizes businesses that have cut ties with the Trump organization after the mob attack on Capitol on the Capitol last week, blaming it on cancel culture in an interview. We live in an age of cancel culture, but this isn't something that started this week. It's something that they have been doing to us and others for years. Trump told the Associated Press in an interview Tuesday, if you disagree with them, if they don't like you, they try to cancel you. I think the family, there's going to be fallout on the Trump family name. I think the whole family is going to be radioactive. And anything that says Trump on it is going to be radioactive. To make it clear, I hope this doesn't happen because I don't think this is the way America is. I think we have to, these people haven't done anything, right? I'm calling it now. And I hope this does not happen, but it might come to the point where the whole family, the whole Trump family, they are going to have to sell everything that's under or rebrand under another name, one of the two, because it's just gonna be. These people are not gonna forget. I mean, they are taking unprecedented steps. Banks banning donations to people that support the recounts or something like that. They're taking unprecedented steps, highly political. We're talking about banks making political statements by not taking or asking for the money back of people that supported the recounts, etc., etc. Highly politicized nature that we're living in the United States of America. And is Donald Trump at fault for the highly political ambience in the United States? He has some part. And if you say no, then you're not seeing things clearly. But the Democrats also have a huge part in the constant barrage from day one of the Donald Trump presidency that they wanted to impeach, investigation. And again, this is not only investigation on a certain individual, on a president. This is investigation and constant harassment on the people that voted for this individual, that to them, it represents their candidate, their person. They're seeing this, and I think this constant animosity that is brewing right now towards conservatives and people that think different is something that is not good. And if some cooler heads do not prevail, the United States is not gonna be ending up in a great place. Why? Because a lot of these leftists are constantly putting on people lists. AOC, let's create a list. We got to create a list of people that work for or supported the Trump administration, conservatives being banned, etc., etc., etc. Not a good atmosphere in the United States of America, but at the end of the day, it's in the hands of God. What do you guys think? Did you guys like this little longer type video? I need to try something different, guys. The channel is not growing, right? If I'm not uploading, it seems like YouTube is not promoting the channel as I believe it should be happening. So I'm gonna try these longer videos to see if you guys, something a little longer, something you guys could just put in your car and look, or home, you're washing, you're cooking. You could put this kind of a podcast-ish style type of thing. Let me know what you guys think about all these topics. God bless, Godspeed, be Valentine. I am out.